Well, it's a big day here. Here on Barnum Avenue, as you can see behind us, the shot tower. The Remington site here has been cleared. Um, Thanks to the state. It was almost $20 million of funding and $5 million of city money, thanks to the city council. Have got this to be, I think, one of the most desirable and attractive and exciting redevelopment parcels, not just in Bridgeport, but anywhere. I mean, the amount of open acreage here with retaining the historic past of the shot tower is just exciting. If you look over here, new housing going up as it is everywhere in Bridgeport. I want to thank the elected officials here. I want to thank the city staff, and I want to thank the neighborhoods and the residents for pulling together and watching now. I think we can fairly say success after success in each neighborhood and right here on the east side. Our council president and I was going to say senior by number of years of service, Councilwoman Maria Valle are here, along with our state representative Chris Rosario. And Chris has so much to say, but I know Aidee wants to add. Look, this has been a project for me. I went up, I was in the shot tower, looked at its history. At the same time, Chris, you with the state funding was already starting to demolish, and said, let's retain the history here, but make this the most exciting opportunity for development, job creation, possibly housing, or whatever the uses are, especially most compatible with the neighborhood. So Council President Aidee Nieves, you want to add a few words?
Yes, Mayor, thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. I mean, this process started back in 2015 when the city of Bridgeport, through the city council, made a tax deal with the previous owner of this property who owed back taxes, and we retained the property, and we were able to work with what is now Cortiva DuPont to ensure that they would begin the cleanup process. But it wasn't able to happen until we got our state representatives and our state delegation involved, and this is a full three-pronged process where it's been the city, the state, and the community pushing this item forward. There's been a lot of talk about developing this. We've talked about the health insecurities of what having that abandoned building and the quality of air it's impacted our community. But right now we're in the process of change and making sure that this land is able to develop for a lot of different things, but especially for job creation. We want to ensure that people can again walk to work in the neighborhoods they live in. And I think that's something that the mayor, myself, and Councilwoman Maria Valle are committed to. We're committed to. And also, I want to turn it over to my good friend Chris Rosario because he has a lot to say about this, because he's going to make sure we're going to get some more funding from the state, right, Rosario?
All right. First of all, I want to thank the mayor, Council President Nieves, Councilwoman Valle. As a person who's been born and raised on the east side of Bridgeport, I grew up steps away on Caroline Street, and I remember the decay and the quality of life issues that the RemGrit property created for our neighborhood on the east side. This is a true state-city partnership. We couldn't be able to do this without our Office of Economic Development. We've got Bill Coleman here, and also the strong team that the mayor has put together. I'm committed to continue to get more funding from the state, more brownfield funding, to make sure that this is the renaissance of the east side. There's a lot happening from the August to we turned some dirt at the Residence Inn by Marriott. So the east side is the place to be. I'm glad to work with these fine leaders here on the east side of Bridgeport to make sure that we move forward.
Housing is always a priority, especially for senior housing, seniors on fixed incomes. This is the biggest challenge we have. It's the biggest challenge nationally. So yes, we would love to see housing, affordable housing. We see it going up all over the city. I have a goal of 6,000 new units in partnership with the state between now and the year 2030. But you know, job creation is a critical element. This building behind us could be, I mean, I say recreational, could be restaurant,
Yep.
could be the type of thing that, you know, has historic value. People might just want to come in and see the building or see out the windows from up there and the view all the way you can see to New York. So, I mean, the dynamics of it are pretty cool. It may, Chris, and maybe we should think about this, beg the question again, now, should there be a train station here to support this development?
One of my first priorities this next session when we go in, my first bonding request is going to be to piggyback on what's happening here for additional dollars. As Council President Nieves said, the state has already invested close to $20 million on this site. They shouldn't stop now. We need to keep going all the way through.
From how do you say, from your mouth to God's ears, so, and the governor's ears too.
Yes, yes.